And we are live. Woo, finally. Yo, you already know what it is. It's your boy Don Colioni. We're back with another live show. You already know what it is. It took a little bit longer just because YouTube has this new update now where you can literally I guess you could go live with people and stuff. But I don't know. YouTube you gotta fix up. I don't know, something was going on with that. So we just have to jump back in the StreamYard, but it's all good. StreamYard's been good to us so far. You know what I'm saying? Make sure if you're new, you comment, like, and subscribe, and make sure you follow the official Don Colioni Instagram page, link down below, or will be linked down below. I'm not sure if I linked it yet, but it will be down there. But without further ado, no wasting time. Let's introduce the guest, the OG, the first ever to be on the show. You already know what it is, man. Nasir, you already know what it is.
Yes, man. Hey, thank you, Don, for that amazing intro, man. Listen, I've been on this man show. I remember when you first reached out to me. It was around like November last year.
Yeah.
I remember December-ish, and you asked me to be on the show, and I was like, oh yeah, because like I looked at your content, and I was like, okay, bet. So let's get to it. But I'm really glad to be back on the show. I'm humbled for the great opportunity that you gave me to project my voice to the people and your fans to reach new audience. And yeah, just thank you. It's been a minute since me and him caught up. It's been a minute.
Where it's been a minute, man. So it's gonna be nice to catch up, see what we've been up to and all that. Yeah, man. I was rewatching the old the first one we did. It was like it was crazy. I was looking at myself. I'm like, dang, man. Like, I mean, even though today was still some technical difficulties, but back then it was more like you could tell like it was the first time I was doing it. So seeing the progression, and even seeing your progression too, like with like what you've been up to, and too, like with your content and all that good stuff.
I've been seeing it too. I seen the one that went viral, the one that was like shake a paw, send his hands, the one that was like, oh
yeah.
I said okay.
Yeah, I was not expecting. It's always the videos you never expect to go viral.
That's true. We talked about that on the last podcast too.
But
yeah, man.
Right. But for the people who don't know who you are, do you want to tell them give them a synopsis and whatnot, like of who you are?
Yes, I got you. So, my name is Nasir. It's pronounced Nasir. I know my name is NVHSIR. It's like a stage name, but I'm an actor, an artist, a content creator. Basically, like Don said, a jack of all trades in his post. Yes, I make really good content that'll reach people's hearts. Make them laugh. And as far as acting, I've been acting since I was younger, and I just hope to use my skills to reach a different audience. To come together and build a fan base. So that's what I do.
Nice. That's what's up. So like Nasir, like how would you say like how was 2020 for you? Like give us a little recap. Like what was 2020 like for you?
2020, like 2020, like before 2021.
Oh no, sorry. 2022. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant 20. I'm like, we're going way back. Okay.
We're going way back.
So I would say 2022 for me, man. To be honest with you, it has been something. I can't believe it's almost a year. It's like 2022 was like almost a year ago. You know what I mean? So 2022 was a year of lessons, really, especially with my content as well, because I've seen the progression of my content. It went like this for a while, then it went up. It was a lot of ups and downs with my content. And one thing that I also learned is that back in, was it February or March, February-ish, when I was going through something, I wasn't really as consistent with my content during the time. And then when March and April hit and May hit, that was when I just came back on the grind. Like I was putting out more videos. That was my first time when I started to perform and get into the studio with my friends to make a new song. It's not out just yet. So we have songs that's coming out that we already made, but we're just trying to get it released right now. So throughout that year, I did get into a bit of a slump. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but I can say that I never really gave up on myself or, lost myself or anything like that. So 2022 was a year of good experiences. It was fun. 2020, it was fun. School was crazy in 2022. School was just, oh my God. But throughout that time, I just, was just learning. It wasn't like you're losing, you're learning. When people say like, here, like hold this L, or like, you lost or something like that. Now you're learning. It's all learning experience. So
facts.
That's
only lessons, bro.
Yeah.
Real
Right.
talk. What's it called? So like, I was gonna say something about what you call it. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Right. That idea of like, because I've been watching a lot of like different podcasts, and they talk about this like idea of like lost time. Like you lose time when you focus too much on L's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like, and like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, well, you hear that too, right?
Yeah. I thought it was my phone.
Hold on, I think I know what it is.
Because you know, sometimes my phone like messes up, so that's why I was like, "Whoa, that's not me."
Yeah. What is that?
I think you're good. Can you talk again?
Check.
Do you have your computer microphone?
My computer? Yeah, I just exited out of it just now. I thought it was echoing, but
So what are you using to like record? Like you using a microphone into your phone, like the little bottom of your phone?
nah, I don't got no mic. Are you plugged into a mic?
No, I'm using my speaker. I think. Yeah, I'm using my speaker. I'm not really using my mic. If you have AirPods, you have earphones.
No. Wait, are they plugged in? No. Nah, that is so weird.
You know what? It's all good. We're gonna fix it. It's all good.
Huh?
I said it's all good because we're gonna fix it. It's gonna be
all right. Wait. It should be chilling. All right, let's just keep going. Basically, what's it called? What do I say? Yeah, there's this idea of like, you know, you don't take losses. It's just lessons.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. So basically, yeah, like when you focus too much on the L's in the year, like it just becomes like you lose days because you like you said, you fell off and all that stuff. And so yeah, like that's definitely like something to keep in mind. But are you still currently in school?
Yes, I definitely am. We got like 2 semesters left, so I'm almost done. Still got a little bit more work to do, but I'm almost done.
Okay, that's what's up. So like, are you in your last years, or are you just like?
Technically, I'm in my last years. You know, I got to catch up on some credits until I actually graduate. So I would say I'm in my last years. So yeah, technically, because this year I'll be graduating in December. So yeah, last year. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. So like, how do you find like still balancing like content and like your school stuff? Like, are you still like struggling, or is it?
It's more like it can be a struggle because there are times where I can give like all of myself to one thing and then never the other thing. I'm still working on that balance thing, but like it's been improving. Like it's been improving so far. You know, it's just around the time when I was doing a lot of content, there was a lot of times where I had to do essays, quizzes, exams. Like it was just so much I had to do, and then to figure out which one was more important, the essays, exams. So I had to, figure out which one was gonna get me the farthest. Like I know when you make videos, like your content will get you far, but like as far as school and stuff, I had to make a decision. Like, all right, chill that out and just figure out what you do for school.
Word up. Yeah, I feel that too. Like, balancing school and like I've kind of found a way to make it work, but it was still kind of hard though. Like it was still kind of like I felt like after I went viral, I neglected my first TikTok. I made a second one, but I mainly been putting most of my energy into the podcast though. Yeah. But this year, I'm definitely gonna try to go viral more.
Of course, man. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Let's go. What else I got here for you? I noticed you've also like with your TikTok, like this has been pretty. Like I feel like this was a year of growth for you because you've definitely like elevated a lot.
Yeah,
like you've seen you go like viral like a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm
just like, okay, like, yeah, like the thing about viral is just like, cause like you said, it's like the videos you don't expect to go viral. Like I told you before, like if you remember, like when I do a video, I don't really go into the mindset of thinking like, oh, I know this one go crazy. Like I just do it, like, and I'm very passionate about it. Then if it gets the likes and views, then it's like, oh my god, like yeah, because it's all always a surprise to me whenever like the videos do so well, because it's like I should already be expecting it, but because I'm still kind of, I mean, it's only been like 2 years, but I'm still kind of new to discovering TikTok and how the algorithm works. So that's why I'm always surprised. But as far as like the content elevating, it's just like it's still unreal to me. You know what I mean? It's still unreal though. But I've been seeing your stuff going viral too. Though I've been seeing the views in the
Weird. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. This year we gotta go viral more, bro. That's the goal, man. What's it called? I was also gonna ask what was I gonna ask you? I was gonna ask you yeah, since with the whole TikTok success and all that stuff, you've heard about the TikTok ban, right?
Say it again.
You've heard about the TikTok ban, right?
Nah, I heard about what?
You haven't heard about the TikTok ban?
No, what is that?
Nah, TikTok's gonna be banned pretty soon. You didn't hear?
I've heard that so many times. I've heard it last year they were going to do it, and then they didn't do it. I heard it so many times.
The kill. Like, do you think they're gonna ban it, or do you think you're safe?
For me personally, they can't. Like, come on, it's TikTok. Like, everybody is going to still upload their videos and like it. TikTok's one of the most like apps that's needed today. I feel like it's way better than, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like it's way better than Instagram, like for the algorithm wise, because it's so much comedy, it's so funny, and like, God forbid they get rid of it, but like, I don't think they're going to ban it. Because I remember one time, I remember hearing that Donald Trump was going to be, it was somebody, one of the presidents were going to ban TikTok. And I remember before, like, I started making TikToks, I used to be like watching them, and I would see everybody be like, oh, this is my last TikTok of the year. TikTok is getting banned. And everybody in the comments was like, oh my God, TikTok, oh my God. Then the next day, I woke up, TikTok was still there. So I don't know. They can't. I don't think it's going to get banned, man.
Okay. So, like, let's just say, for example, it gets banned. Like, what's your next move?
So that's a good question. If TikTok was actually getting banned, I would think YouTube would be the next move. Only because, like, when you upload, I'm pretty sure you know this, but like when you upload your shorts, your TikTok shorts to YouTube on the YouTube shorts, it gains more traction. For example, I uploaded, was that 2021? Yeah. Almost 2 years ago, I uploaded a video of a reenactment of this scientist named Bill Nye. Bill Nye, the science guy, like the theme.
Yeah.
I uploaded the theme song, and I did a skit to it. And when I first uploaded it back in July of 2021, it only got me like 200 views. And then when 2022 hit, it got me like 2.5 million.
Oh shit!
Only because, like, I don't know, because that was my first time uploading a short to YouTube. But that was when YouTube Shorts was first coming out, and I was like, what is YouTube Shorts? Then I uploaded it, and then a year later, it was like, boom. It hit me to like 1K, 2K followers. So if TikTok was to go out, then I would just stick to YouTube, because I'm already starting to like grow a bit of a fan base on YouTube. And
right.
One of my friends, he's also a content creator and film director. He used to always tell me, like, if TikTok was to go out, like, what are you gonna do? You need to move the audience from TikTok to YouTube, so that way they won't just know you for just one. And like when I first started, I'm just like, yeah, TikTok, everyone, yeah, I just keep doing my own thing. TikTok don't go out. But then it's like when I started seeing the progression of all the YouTube shorts blowing up and getting me more subscribers, it was like, all right, YouTube might be the next move for everybody. TikTok was to go out. That'll be the next move for everybody.
I feel like definitely TikTok and IG Shorts are definitely the next move right after. Like, if anything were that, no, sorry, YouTube Shorts and IG Reels definitely the next move if anything does happen. Yeah, I think that's definitely the next move. Or like, honestly, even if TikTok is banned, like the attention will, like, it'll drift to somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, eyeballs will automatically, they'll go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the end of the world. Like, look at Vine. You know what I mean? It ended, and then people found, look, King Bash and all them guys are still relevant. I think it just depends on like your ability to like, how do I say it? Migrate to different platforms and like recreate yourself on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think
cool.
that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
I
That
agree.
being said, Nicole, you've been in the studio this year, hey?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I noticed. I didn't even know you were like into music and whatnot.
Yeah, so that is a hidden talent. A lot of my friends tell me like, yo, you should really try to put your music out on TikTok, or at least show that you do music, because I'm letting you know something. Before TikTok, before all of this, like, I've always done music. Like, I've always like tried, sing, especially in the choir. And my dad, he is actually a DJ, so it's like,
Yeah.
he already like has some of the music equipment, and like I would just go over there to his shop and just play around. I might record something for fun, because like way before I started to sing, I was into like the rapping phase. You know what I mean? Like, just rapping. But then when I started to sing, people was telling me like, "Oh, you have a really nice singing voice. Something you should sing more than you rap." So I'm like, okay, let me just do that. And then when we made, like, I've always made music, but I never put it on TikTok. So when we made the song, it's called "Can't Let You Go." It'll be coming out soon. I don't have a release date, but all the songs that you've heard on TikTok and Instagram, that'll be coming out this year. So when we made those, that was when I made the promotion for it on TikTok, and I was like, okay, this is dope, because I see people liking it, and people was like, oh my god, drop it more, drop. So I'm like, okay, now I gotta record more. So yes, I do as well make music as well. I really want to try to get out there as an artist as well, because I love doing TikTok. I love doing comedy, but I can say that like, in me, I'm very versatile. So I don't want to be known for one thing. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Reggie, cuzz.
Nah.
You do know Reggie, cuzz, man. The dude, what is this one? He was on Vine. The dude who has the mustache and he acts like a dad, and he sings. He got like a box. He's been on Vine. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Reggie Cuzz.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
Took me a while, but
yeah, that's all good. So that's actually an example, only because of like, I didn't know he sings too. He sings really, really well. He's like an R&B artist. He sings really, really well. So when I saw him do that, I said, okay, like, if he can do it, if he can do both, then I can do both. So that's somebody that I really look up to in that way of transforming themselves from a comedian to also being like an artist, a singer, or a producer. So that's something I'm really, really passionate about. And this year, I will be more passionate about it. Because throughout the last year, I was passionate, but I wasn't pushing it as much. So this year, the music will definitely come on. You'll see more.
definitely. So you're trying to be like an all-around artist, like definitely like a all-around artist. Like you could sing, act, and also maybe even produce and whatnot. Hey.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up. I've actually, because I did more research on you, and I noticed you have another. What do you call it? You made music like back in 2019, hey?
You said what?
You made music back in 2019, hey?
Yes. I definitely did.
Uh,
Yeah,
I listened to your
yeah.
one song. I actually liked it. It was it's like "Who's the Boss" or something like that. I was like looking at
The boss.
myself, you know who the boss is, you know? Well,
Yes. Oh my God. What's the cost? Yes.
yeah.
Yes. That one. Okay, so that was the first time I really got into music by my homie Jalen. His real name is
Yeah.
Jay Whistle, and I've known him for some time, like years. Like, I met him when I was working at a camp. It was like a camp,
Yeah.
and I remember when he told me like, hey, we should make an album together, and I was like, album together? How do we gonna do that? You know what I mean? Like, we should make a song together.
Yeah.
And he was like, just trust me, bro. Like, we can make a song. So I had to connect with him because he lives in North Carolina. So we had to do the song remotely. And when I put out that song with him, that was when it was like, oh yeah, like it was fun doing it with him. Like, I'm telling you, that was an amazing experience. The tape is out on Spotify. It's called Slow Tunes at Sunset. by Jay Whistle and myself, NVHSIR. That was the first time I've ever experienced like a real album and a real like promotion towards it, because I was a freshman in college when we did that. Like I don't know how.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I don't know how we got that done, but every day after class, like I would go to the studio in school, and he would go to his studio at home, and like I would record my part, sing, do what I got to do, and then I would send him the vocals. He'll mix it, and then he'll send it back, and then he'll put his vocals on it, and it was like that for almost every day until the last song that's on the album, which was called "Make You Mine." We finally linked up in person to do it. So all the songs that we did were actually like remotely, like bounced back.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So in person when we did that one, and it was so cool because it was like my first time meeting him. I've known him for a long time because he used to live in Philadelphia, but now he's in North Carolina. So when we did that song, we went to the studio at the college, and we actually did it, and it was funny. And it was the last song that needed to be checked out by I forgot what it was called, by the publisher. Yeah, that was the last song, and yeah, it was really fun. It was a great experience.
Damn, that's crazy though. Like I like you had some pretty nice vocals in that song.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Yeah, like you had some really nice like you kind of had this like, how do I say it? Like you could rap, but you can also sing type deal. Like it's kind of like a Big Sean type vibe mixed with like a Kendrick. Like I don't know, it's original though. Like I was like, oh snap.
Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, man. Like definitely, yeah. Keep it up, bro. Keep being in the studio. I definitely think that's definitely, I was really surprised because I just never expected. I was like, oh wait, this guy in the studio as well.
Yeah, man. I feel like when I actually do the song, it's like I'm putting on a different hat, and it's so weird because it's like a lot of people, and it's crazy. A lot of people know me for doing the comedy on TikTok, but they don't really know like I do the songs. Like I'll send people my songs, they'll be like, "Oh, this is good." You know the people. They be like, "Oh yeah, this is good. This is good." But like, no, you have to really listen because it's not like, all right, it's not like, oh, he's just trying to be like a clown on TikTok and then an artist. He can't do both. He can't do that. Like, nah, you have to really listen. Like, there's people out here that are doing the same thing. Like, for example, we got Childish Gambino. When he first started out, he was a comedian. Like, he wrote the show 30 Rock while he was in college. I did my research on him. So he wrote the show 30 Rock in college, and then he went to music, and then he was still a comedian. And a lot of people weren't like seeing it because it was like, oh, he just comedian, nerdy, but then he wanted to be a rapper. But then he actually like made it. Like look at
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, like look at him now. Look at Childish Gambino. That's the type of influence that I actually want to have for myself, and as well as doing the TikTok. Like I want to make sure like the name, like that I have, like my name, like holds up in the entertainment. You know what I mean? So something like that.
Yeah, you're definitely up there though. Like you're at like 55K right now on TikTok, like followers.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, keep going. Like you'll definitely build that name. I'm guessing like your goal is to like build a name on TikTok to the point where like, how do I say it? I know what you mean. Like you're trying to build like that brand up so that when you like once a lot of people know of you, you'll get more like directors might be like, hey, like you might be good for this role, it might start starting movies and stuff like that. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe even Miles Morales, you never know. Yeah. Speaking of Miles Morales, I watched, I think you, mistake me if I'm wrong, but you made a video on YouTube with a reaction to the new Spider-Verse movie, eh?
Yes, I did, yes. That one was so it's crazy because the story behind that video is because when my friends were telling me like you need to make like whatever you're doing on TikTok, like those skits or reaction videos, make them longer. Like you need to make longer content so people can actually have something to watch instead of like 5 seconds of comedy. So I actually looked it up, and I'm not gonna hold you, I was gonna watch the trailer like before I reacted to it, but then I didn't want to do that. So I said, let me just look at the Spider-Man one and let me just show it on camera and react to it. And that was pretty cool. Like that was my second reaction video to that one. Because the first one I did was the Super Mario one.
Yeah. And
that one was okay, but this Miles Morales one was the one that I did with a green screen in the background. Like that was the green screen and everything, and I had to edit that on my phone. And that was hard. There was so much space.
Reaction videos are hard to edit. Like I used to do a lot more reactions back in the day, but they're just really difficult to like. It's a lot of editing. It's gonna take you at least. It can take you a week to do. Like you have to have a lot of time. Like if you have 3 days of just like free time, you can probably get it done. You can arguably get it done in the one day if you really go hard on it. But like those take like a long time. Like usually about a week if you're a busy person.
Like that one, I edited that one in CapCut.
Yeah, that bro.
Yeah.
CapCut. Yeah.
Oh my god, I had to export the YouTube video, then get the green screen background. It was like my phone couldn't take up so much space. I had to delete some stuff in order for that video to come out, and then I had to make the thumbnail on Photoshop. I made the thumbnail on Photoshop in this app called Fonto. You might have heard of Fonto, but it's like an app where you can put words on the screen. Basically, it's like a basic average app, and I downloaded the trailer from YouTube, and then I had to put it all together, get the music, and it was, oh my god, it was a lot. It took me like 5 hours, and normally I'm the type of person that likes to, like, if I'm editing something, I like to put it out like boom. But because of the algorithm, it was like 11 o'clock p.m. when I finished it. So I was like, you know what, let me just wait till the next day and be patient and then plan it out and then put it out. So
yeah, definitely, like, because you wanted to rush and just put it out right away, hey?
Yeah, like I'm not like, before I started doing TikTok with my YouTube videos, I used to do it all the time. Like I used to edit the videos, put them right. I don't care what time. I used to just edit them, put them right out, edit them, put them right out, put them right out. Like I was hungry. Like I wanted to like, get my content out there, even if it wasn't TikTok. Like I wanted to still be like, all right, I accomplished something. Let me just upload it, because I used to be in the school, like in the computer editing room, like just releasing them, and that was like a really good feeling. So that's how I used to be. But now I'd like to plan stuff out, and now that we got like more updates on YouTube, and you can like talk to your community like you do when you say, hey, we have a new person coming on the podcast, be ready. Like that's what I like to do now, just plan it out and just put it out.
Yeah, man, definitely. Like I feel like there's like two extremes to it, where there's some people who just like to straight up be like, let's put it out, you know what I mean, as fast as possible. The guys who like to just strategically wait. I think you kind of need both, like a mixture of both.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know.
Yeah, definitely. What's it called? The next other questions I have for you is, let's see, we talked about TikTok ban, talked about YouTube. Do you find that like whatchamacallit? Do you find that like after having a bunch of like big wins, like after going viral a couple times and then YouTube subscribers going up, do you find like people who didn't support you back then, they're like now kind of hop on a bandwagon now?
Yes, I have those. Yes. It's when we talk about that, I feel like, yes, that I have experienced that, because there were some people that's like, so we're gonna get into it. This is a very good question. So basically, there will be some people that will not see the vision, and then when you actually quote unquote blow up or whatever you want to call it, that's when they want to be like, I told you so. Like, oh, like I was there for you. Because, for example, there was one person that told me like, hey, like, I don't think you've seen it, but because I know you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and I'm subscribed to yours too. But a year ago, back in April, I uploaded a video called Life Update Episode 1. And that was when I had my camera that I didn't even touch for like years. I had my camera and I recorded myself talking to, the audience about like what was to come. Like I was like, hey guys, I'm going to do gaming. I'm going to do this, that, and the third. And I was really excited about it. So the next day when I put it out, I was talking to somebody and I was asking them like, hey, did you see the new video? Like, what do you think about it? You know, you always got to get, you know, feedback. And I love getting feedback from like my friends. So I asked them, I said, yeah, so what do you think about the video? They said, I like it, but respectfully, I don't think you're going to be successful at that. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? I didn't even start yet. Like, this was me coming back into my YouTube channel. And I was like, what do you mean? I didn't even start yet. They said, well, you say you're trying to do, you say you're trying to do gaming, but like, you don't look like a gamer. Like what are you doing? Like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be good at that. And for a long time back then, I let that like squash me. Like, I stopped doing YouTube for that. I stopped it all because of what that person said. I stopped doing YouTube, and I still did my TikTok content only because I was limiting myself to what that person was saying. Like, I was limiting myself, and I did the TikTok content. I didn't really put out any more songs. This was before I started to really get into music too, like getting back into it. So the crazy thing about it is, once they said that, in the years, the months went by to where I dropped the Bill Nye video, and then after they said that, months went on, and I hit 1K subscribers. And yeah, and when that happened, you know how like I promoted on my social media, and I was like, yo, 1K subscribers, oh my God, this is crazy, because it was so unexpected. Like, the growth went from like, because it went from like 500, 600, 700, like a day, like in a day, 700, 800, 900. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Like, I don't know what to do. So when they hit 1K and I promoted it, that same person tried to come back and congratulate me. But it was weird. It was weird because this person said, I don't think you're going to be successful. But then you see the results. The results speak for themselves. You know what I mean? So that's something that's really a life-changing story.
That's crazy, man. Like, I feel like that you're definitely gonna have those people in your life that are like gonna be like, and when they hate, it's kind of subtle. Like, they won't say, "Nah, you suck." It'll be like, "I don't know, man. I don't know if that's for you." Really, I don't see many people going that far in YouTube. I don't know, man. I mean, you know, you hear that, or then they'll be like, "Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened to that YouTube channel?" You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
that's the number one thing is, I hear it all the time. Like, you still doing TikTok? What happened to that? Still doing TikTok? Still doing Twitch? Like, I'm like, yeah, you see, I'm working. Like, we working out here. I'm doing it. Like, I may not be getting like the likes or the views, but it's not even about that. Like, it's about the content and the passion that's put behind it. Because like me and you, like, anybody can make a TikTok. Anybody can just set up their phone and just dance or say something, boom, it'll go viral. But since me and you are content creators, we put more effort into the content. Like you, for example, you put more effort into your promoting your podcast on your TikTok. Me, I put more effort in promoting like my entertainment and my talent on TikTok. And that's the reason why me and you are so compatible versus others who just upload something or just do like thirst traps for TikTok. Like, it's different. It's way different.
Yeah.
You put in the work. You know what I mean? So something like that.
Like, it's a grind. Like, it's really a grind. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's gonna sound weird, but I actually like it when people kind of doubt me, they'll throw a word at me, because it makes me be like, okay, bet, I will prove it to you. And then, you know, and when you do it, it's like, I just like, what was that? Oh, no, it just makes me feel like, I don't know what it is. There's just something about it where like they doubt you, and then you come back and you prove them wrong. It just feels, I don't know what it is, but it just feels good.
Yeah, it feels good because it's like, all right, you did not believe in me before. Now I'm gonna show you. Watch this. Then boom, boom. You let the context speak for themselves. You know what I mean? Because I've had in my life where people just like, they might doubt or say little things like, you know, like when people are like joking, but it's always the truth behind every joke. So they'll say things, and it might be funny, but it's like in the back of your mind, it's like, oh, was that person coming from my content? Like, was he trying to say I couldn't do it? Was she trying to say this and the third? So you got to watch for those little like cues that people try to throw at you to make you, you know, doubt yourself. Like for example, like there was a video I put out a long time ago. I don't remember, but I saved it and I planned it for the next day. I uploaded it, and of course, it didn't get a lot of views. And for me at the time, I was like, okay, that's okay, still my content. But you know, then that one person was like, "Oh man, you were doing so well. Now look at your content; it's corny." Like, you know, people were really, you know, what I mean, they're really watching you. Like, you got okay. It's the difference between supporting and watching. Like, supporting, like I support you, is like, yeah, go down. Like I support this podcast. This podcast is the best. Yo, thank you. Versus watching is like, all right, I'm gonna watch to see if he mess up. Let me go to his TikTok. Let me see his views. Oh, his views not adding up with his likes. Let me see his little podcast. You know, people will say things like that. But one thing you gotta remember is like, just keep putting it out. Like, people are gonna say things regardless. People that may not like you or may not like your content will watch you regardless. You're gonna pop up on the For You page. Like, there's no way of escaping. You know what I mean? Like, all you gotta do is just let the work speak for itself. You know, there's so much you can say, just let the work speak for itself.
Real talk. That's some real talk, man. Like, you just gotta let the work speak for itself, man. Like, and it's funny because when they doubted you in the beginning, you know, they're gonna pretend like they, oh yeah, I was always a fan, I was always a fan. But
Right.
I remember, like I remember every person who reshared. I remember every comment. Believe me, I have a good memory. I know who we all are. You know what I'm saying?
I got a good memory too. I know.
Oh
It's
God.
crazy. It's like me and you be on the same, like, you know what I mean? We on the same ride. Like, we know he's right.
You know, we know. They think like, you know, it's funny. It's so funny, you know? It's the funniest thing ever. It's like, I know when you blow up, it's the funniest thing. It's like, yeah. I've been thinking about it. This is going to sound kind of weird, but I've been thinking about how am I going to respond to these people once I blow up? Like, do I pull up the, you know what I mean? But like, do I just play the humble role? You know, I think about this a lot. I'm like, which approach am I going to take?
I feel like you could put a humble role. You know what I mean? Because like whenever you promote, like, let's say that person was like, okay, like, you know, oh, you're not gonna blow up. This video's not gonna do well. Then it does well. Like, oh my god, like, and you promote it. That gives them, like, they get envy because it's like, dang, I wish. You know, their mindset is like, dang, like, I didn't think you was gonna make it. Like, when I first blew up, like the very first time, like, I had people that I didn't even talk to, or people that didn't like me that was congratulating me. People that doubted me that was like, oh my god, like, hey, you know, congratulations. Like, when the World Star Hip Hop thing happened and they like put my videos on their sites and things like that, like, it was a lot of people that was like, oh my god, like, you know, like, I like, and those people, I was like, oh, I remember. Like, it was people, man. But it's life, man. People are gonna say that and expect more in the future, because people are going to. It's people, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna doubt you. They're gonna say things about you, but you just gotta keep pushing on, because only you know what you can offer through your content, and that's something that, you know, sometimes I forget as well, because, you know, words like bullying online, like, there we go, cyberbullying. That's a real thing. You know what I mean? So when I felt like I was being cyberbullied, or like the person that I knew was telling me, like, you want to be successful, like, I started to believe that, like, and that was a rough patch for me. But then once I kept working, and then I saw the results come out, that was when I started to remember who I am. And that's something that, you know, you have to remember. You got to remember who you are. Like, you have so much to offer, and you too, Don. Like, you really have so much to offer. So you cannot let anybody try to talk you down or doubt your content, or don't really take it to heart. You know what I mean? Because people are always going to say anything. Like, when I go live on TikTok, people are always saying stuff, but like, I just smile and I just do what I got to do. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's just a comment. Like, and if you do take it personal, you know, then, you know, try to figure out some ways where the next time when somebody says something, it's like, okay, now I know that I need to still continue to do me, still stay true to my content, stay true to my fans.
So. Definitely. I feel like for you, especially because since you've like grown a lot on TikTok, you probably experienced a lot of like hate comments, eh?
Yes. I do. I think the hate comments I got. Remember when I did the Phineas and Ferb video, the one where it was like, oh no. Remember the trend back in November 2021. Remember that trend where it was like when you need to unlock somebody's iPhone, but you need Face ID or something like that.
Oh, and you did the Phineas thing.
Yeah. When I did that, a lot of people, there was a lot of racist comments because, you know, Phineas is white.
Yeah.
And I'm black. You know what I'm saying? So when I did that, I had people that was like laughing at it, and you know, it was pretty funny. And then when you scroll down, it's a lot of racism comments saying like, "Oh wait, I didn't know Phineas was a monkey. I didn't know." Like people was going in. I was saying, "Hold on, wait." I said, "It's just a video, please." And then people kept going in and out, in. But like, how I deal with those hate comments, man, it's just TikTok. Like, I don't know why people make it their mission to get up every single day and just, oh yeah, you're ugly, or you think you did, you like, come on, man, it's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Like how, like,
It's crazy.
Yeah, they just literally their only purpose is to just let me just hate on someone today. Let me open up my laptop and just hate. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, it's just, that's my first time experiencing like racism, hate speech type on TikTok. I'm like, dang, like people are really like this.
yeah,
And I really had to like, all right, yeah, okay, now I know. Now I look at that as a good thing, and the reason why I say that is because like when people hate on you, it's like, okay, you know you're doing something right.
mm-hmm.
You know you're being talked about, then you're doing something right. Like those people who were still hating on me when I did that Phineas thing, like I bet you they kept coming back to that video every single day, like sharing it with everybody, putting it out, saying like, oh, look at this. Like either way, they still laughed
Promoting your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's still, you know, and there was a lot of comments on my other videos that I touched on, like sensitive topics. I didn't really receive hate speeches, but some people were telling me like, oh, that's not funny. Why would you joke about that? But
Yeah, I think I remember that too. I remember which one you're talking about. Yeah.
A lot of people were saying like, that's not funny. Why would you do that? But I'm not the only one that's joking like that, and it's worse. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, there's worse. Yeah.
It's worse. I just keep it at like a rated PG-13 level. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like it wasn't even that bad, but you know, people are gonna hate. You know, it's one of those things. Like I had a situation like that too on my, because I have an Instagram page now, and the Instagram has been bumping. Like people have been following their, you know what I'm saying, and the views are coming in. And I had some people not saying comments to me, but people that I've done videos with, and I was kind of like, yo, like why you hated that? Like I kind of let it get to me. I'm not gonna lie. And I just started deleting some comments. I made a whole announcement and stuff. Then I think back, I'm like, I deleted it after the whole announcement thing of saying like, anybody who says anything rude, your comment. I realized like, why am I letting these guys get in my head like this? It's not that deep.
Yeah, that's like another thing I thought about too. Like sometimes I want to do that, and I stop myself, like, hold on, am I really gonna let a troll get into my mind like that? Like it's my video. Like, are they creative? No. Are they doing what I'm doing? No. So stay over there. Say what you got to say. I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah.
That's
like trolls, you just
Yeah.
You can't let them get in your head, man.
Yeah. Don't. That's the lesson of the day. Don't let any hater get into your head. Like do what you got to do. Let them do now. Do what you have to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. To call. The next question, see what I got here for you. We got there's a few more questions I have for you. So what's to come in 2023?
You said what's coming?
Yeah, what's to come? What's new? What's coming for this year, 2023? What can we expect 23 and onwards?
Okay, good question. So what I have planned coming this year, like I said, the new music will be coming. More performances. I just did a show at the open mic night. It was here in Philadelphia. That was something that was new, and I really want to start getting myself into, more open mics. What else is coming is more YouTube videos. I really want to get back to doing gaming, and I did try it out. I tried it out that one time. I went live on YouTube. I tried it out, and it was great. Like people were really joining. Some people were leaving. Some people were joining. I had like 1 viewer, went to 3 viewers, 4 viewers, and I had people commenting, and that was really fun. So that will be more to come. More gaming and more live videos. You know, now that I got like something set up and the internet working, like more gaming videos. And I would probably say like more films. Like there are, like I know there will be some films that will be going on this year. But as far as me creating my own film, I have been writing, and this is like a secret ingredient. I have been writing a film, and the film is tight because I started to write it in September of 2022, but I stopped for a while because like school and essays, things like that.
Yeah.
But now I'm probably gonna get back to it. But the film is called Special Delivery, and it's about this kid who he's like a Grubhub guy. Like he drives, not drives. He rides a bike and delivers Grubhub, this and the third, until he gets like a weird message from someone that tells him like, hey, like come to this house and deliver this for me, right? Mm-hmm. So he goes in the house to deliver the food, but the door is cracked open. It looks weird. It's like, oh. So when he goes in the house, he doesn't know that he's going in the house of a mobster. Like he witnesses somebody getting killed.
Right.
And once he does that, he starts to, panic. And then the people that killed the other person, like they heard him and they trap him. And they try to tell him like, look, since you're a delivery guy, I want you to deliver this for me. Deliver this package, deliver this drug, whatever. Deliver this package for me or else your life is on the line. And that's all I got. Like I have the characters. I have at least some of the cast. As far as the music, I don't have that. Like I said, like I stopped doing the production development or writing phase. I still have to continue to write it out, but I know the story. So that might be something for this year. Probably more short films because I really want to get back into that mindset of doing short films. Like before TikTok, I've always done short films, made my own skits on YouTube that was like 3 minutes. I want to get back into that. So people can probably expect more from me from that. Actually, so.
I've seen a couple short clips from you though too. Like you're pretty good. Yeah, I can even see like through your TikTok content, like you're pretty good at acting. And I've seen you did one film with like what's the name? You had a gun and the homie you were with, he put it to your head and you were like, and he started laughing at you or whatever. What's the movie called?
It's called And Then You Die.
Yeah, that one. And Then You Die. Yeah.
That one. I want to give a shout out to my homeboy Nick Beeble because he was the director and the writer of the film, and he also was telling me that, well, he got me on board because he reached out to me. He said, hey, like I see you do TikTok, I see you do this, like I think you would do really, really well. And I was like, okay, tell me what it is. Shoot, I'll do it. And I was really blessed with that opportunity because a lot of people had to go through auditions, but since like I knew him and he knew me and we worked on the film before, he, decided to get me to do it. And I didn't really have to audition for it. So I was really thankful for that. Shout out to Will. Will was also my co-star. He's also an actor too. We had a lot of great fun on that. We shot it at Drexel University. That's like a college here in Philadelphia. We shot it at a home in Drexel. There was a lot of producers, directors, key grips, gaffers. There was a lot of people on that set just for 3 people because it started me, Will, and Nick. And I don't think it was going to be at first, but then that's when he was like, okay, I'm going to try this out. So that was a really, really good film. And if you would like to watch it, I don't have the file. I just had the clips, right? I had the clips. I can't really put it on my YouTube channel. I can't share it only because I think Nick is trying to get it out to a bigger audience. Like we had the premiere at his school. It was like a theater. We had the premiere at the school along with everyone else because the film is originally a thesis project. It's a senior film project.
Yeah. For
the college kids, in the theater major. So that's why it was like a senior project. So I have no idea when that's going to be officially released. But as far as me teasing it, that's the most like release part of it that you're going to get.
Okay. Damn. I'm looking for. I can't wait to see the full version of that movie though. Still, like, you're actually a pretty good actor. I'm not gonna lie. Like you're, like the way you were able to like when I looked at your character and I'm like, I could tell like you were playing a different person. Like I was like, this is no longer Nasir. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could tell like you were able to like you don't switch, turn on that character.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
it's crazy because I'm gonna tell you something about that. When he actually talked to me, I didn't know what kind of character it was until like we rehearsed it, and he was like, "All right, now I'm gonna need you to like really be on edge on this one." And I said, "Be on edge." Like I'm the comedy guy. How am I supposed to be on edge? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He said, no, like I want you to be on edge. Like everything that this guy is saying, I want you to just be ticked off. Because like the story is like, okay, it's the two characters, and their names are soy sauce and duck sauce. I'm the soy sauce, and he's the duck sauce. So basically, what can I tell you is like they basically steal this thing. It's like it's like full of money. Oh, I don't know the name. The case. It's like a lock, like a square. I don't know what it's called, but like, you know what I mean. So they steal it basically. They steal the money, and this whole time my character is on edge because he thinks that his partner is going to kill him for the money. It's like, you know, like when you do a heist and they betray you and things like that. So like the whole film, Nick was like, all right, on this scene, be on edge. All right, on this scene, I want you to do this. Make this way. Like when you put the gun up to your head, like just do this. And it's crazy because it felt real. That's why I was looking like that. It felt real for a minute. I said, hold up, this is rubber, right? I'm thinking the gun. I'm like, oh, this is not real. So when we did it, my whole like how I prepared for the role is like I was like, okay, let me act like I'm really scared or really irritated, because like that's how I can be. I can be a little irritated at times, and I know how we all get irritated. So I'm like, okay, let me just tap into that mindset. So and it's good because I didn't really have that many lines at all. Like all I had to do was just sit there, you know, say some lines. And when I had the scene, it's a scene where I had the gun and I'm looking in the mirror. That was when I had to really like be that character that's really about to, all right, like I'm about to do this. Like I'm shaking with the gun. I don't know how to do this. So that was the switch I had to turn on. Was like, okay. I was funny behind the scenes, but when the camera was on, I was like, I just had to be Denzel Washington for a minute. Like, I had to be serious.
Turn on that Denzel.
It's like, so he's always like, it's 90%. Like, you know, he's always doing that talk. So, yeah.
Oh God, that's what's up. That's what's up, though. But in closing, like, where can the people find you? Yeah, like, just kind of promote yourself here right now. Where can they find you? Where you're located? All that good stuff.
Yeah. So for the people that's in here, you guys can find me on YouTube at NVHSIR. I just restarted my Spotify. So if you guys have Spotify, follow me. Same name, NVHSIR. Instagram, same. TikTok is the same. Twitch, I also have a Twitch. I haven't really started on there just yet. I used to, but I might get back on there. I'm still trying to figure out how to stream. I'm in the beginning phases of streaming. But if you guys would check out my content, make sure to look at NVHSIR and look me up on everywhere. Major platforms, Spotify, TikTok, SoundCloud. Not Snapchat, though, because I don't really be on Snapchat. But as far as Twitter as well, because, you know, I tweet sometimes. So that's definitely where you guys can find me. TikTok.
Alrighty. I will link all of that stuff down below. With that being said, thank you, Nasir, for coming back on. It was a pleasure to have you on. Hopefully have you on again soon, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, man. And I thank you for the opportunity. I thank you so much, man. I'm really glad that we connected like over the year, because it's like, dang, like I'm really conversating with somebody that's just like me in like the creative realm. You know what I mean? Like, and I wish your podcast the best of luck, man. I've seen you interview some of the people I know, like Jamar. I see a lot of people. I said, okay, nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to interview everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, from people from Philly to the UK to all areas of the world. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna make it, man. I believe like the way that you did your research. You do a lot of good research. Like I forgot about the song. What's the car song? That's I said, oh, how did you know that? It's like you might be like Nardwire. You know, the guy who's always like, the guy who's always trying to like, you know, like, isn't this your present from when you were a kid? They like, how do you know that? Like, you are really good. Like, you do your research, man. Keep it up for real, man. Like, especially with your content. Let me tell you, man, keep pushing. Like, listen, get to the mindset where, like, if your video gets only one view when you first post it, right? Don't delete it. Do not delete it, because like even if people don't like it, there's a 100% chance that there are a lot of people on the TikTok For You page that at least sees it. Like they see it, they know who you are, they know what you're about. You just gotta let them, figure out who you are. You know what I'm saying? So you're really gonna make it, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, man.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that still. Yeah, man. I just do that CSI work, I just
Yeah, you're like, okay, got it. Yeah, that's good, man. That's really a talent. That's a gift, man. That's really good.
Yeah. Definitely. With that being said, if you're new, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and yeah, this was Don Colioni. Deuces.
Yes, sir. Peace out, man.
Yeah.